Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and welcome to Aurora 4X, the incredibly in-depth, frustratingly fantastic space strategy game. We're in the middle of a mineral crisis, and towards the end of last episode, we started again having issues with the supply of corundium, which you use to make mines, and you use the mines to make minerals, so we need the corundium. That's the first step. And it was strange, because we had enough corundium coming in and then suddenly we were a little bit dodgy, and while I noticed that while we get most of our corundium from Titan, the governor in charge of Titan had disappeared. Either died or retired. Can't tell. And because of that, Titan was no longer producing as many minerals because, well, no one was in charge. So I've reallocated Abby Steele, who has a 20% mining bonus, to Titan. Sadly, only 20%. Not as high as it used to be. I believe it used to be like 40% or something crazy. So not as good as it was, but the downside is that, while we used to have the pick of the litter and be like, hey, we can assign basically anyone to Titan because it's a pretty unimportant world, right? Well, that's not the case anymore. If we bring up the actual, commando window, go to our civilian administrators, you will notice that Titan is now rated the same as Earth, an A5 world. Yeah, A5, that's a bit rarer. Let's bring up mining at A5. You'll notice that with a 35, who is in charge of the Sol sector, because that's going to give us bonuses everywhere. And then the next is 20%. So yes, the 20% is at Titan. Beyond that, there's a few that don't really have commanders, but most of these are unused. Most of the worlds that we care about do have people in charge, giving them bonuses, which is lovely. So that is all good, and hopefully that will help solve the situation a little bit. We still need a lot more people going to Titan. Titan needs like 6 million more people, and that's not including the extra mines that have been sent there. But we'll get the people there eventually. Righto. One thing I do want to bring up is the sector window. That's the metal window. I hardly ever go to the sector window, so I'm always like, which one is that? Here we go. Sol sector. Command range is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do manage to get Aliwiz in, I believe. Do we not? Much better. Although, again, I wish this was sorted in some sort of better way, but sure. Is it sorted by distance? It might be sorted by distance. Oh, God. There is no consistency to this. Mr. Grey, Vulgaris, Kerlica, Agent. No, this is not distance. What the hell is this sorted by? Because I just had a nuke. Nuke's not on the bottom. I've got no idea how any of this is being done. But hey, we got Chaldean. So that means we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're getting basically everything that we've settled into the sector, which means that those bonuses are now applying quite widely. We get a 30% production bonus, a 35% mining bonus, population growth 5%, terraforming 15%, although I think those two are flipped or something. There's a bug currently. Very, very nice. Obviously, that's not really the full bonus. I think it's a quarter of the bonus filters down. So our mining bonus of 35% will not come down as a 35% bonus, but it applies to everything in that sector. So really, really good. Other than that, we're good to basically continue. We do have the motion from the opposition party got submitted. It hasn't passed yet, but it is the flagship act. This motion calls for the designing of a large flagship for the fleet. The flagship must be built around a spinal mount laser, having multiple rail guns. We don't have any railgun tech, so I might have to have a word and be like, do you want lasers or particle beams? For offense and defense, and if possible, a hangar bay for a small number of strike craft. It stipulates that the construction must begin only after the mineral crisis has been resolved. Okay, there's an interesting fact here. It calls for the designing of a large flagship, but then it also says it stipulates that construction begin only after the mineral crisis. So it does actually say that it needs to be built, but only just. So yeah, there we go. That is the thing that might pass. Currently, it is looking like 33 in favor, 9 again. Yeah, it's going to pass in the next couple of days. So we should probably consider designing a slip yard. A slip yard? I'm doing it again. A slipway or a yard. Both. For like a capital class vessel of some kind. Obviously, it could be at a 30,000 ton. A flagship doesn't have to be large. A flagship just has to be, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything, but the larger in the fleet. And again, the larger in the fleet at the moment is 30,000 tons, but kind of going with the spirit, I would like to make a special yard for it. We'll see. So to do that, I mean, it hasn't passed yet, so I don't necessarily need to do this, but we do need to plan ahead. And it's not a bad thing to have an extra naval yard. We're going to get a naval shipyard complex, and we're going to just queue this up. Yeah, the geranium is a bit of an issue, but whatever. We'll make it work. I think we're probably going to bump into a geranium issue soon, but once we kind of get our minds a little bit more evened out, shouldn't last too long. We have geranium in the solar system. All right, we have ourselves another 5 sapphire ebonies, so we're going to detach you. We're going to rename you, and you know what? Let's actually not rename you. Let's just grab the name from somewhere. Where can we copy the name from? Here? Are these selectable fields? It'd be much quicker for me to just copy and paste, but only certain areas can you like actually select text. Luckily, I think we can just grab it from here. This is longer than it would have taken if I'd done it manually now. I realized that. Don't worry. Okay, 5 more vessels, and you can probably guess what they're going to do. They're going to go Earth, load colonists. Titan, unload colonists. And then they're going to do that. You know what? Do it in total 10 times. You're only moving 500,000 at a time, so that's 5 million. That'll help. Okay. And you are going over to Subject Delta after you're done here to actually take away some of those colonists who are complaining. That's great. That is grand. Okay, looking at our large tug that's actually moving the huge green field. It's actually not going to take too long to get to its destination. We're looking at like a year from now. That's a lot faster than I thought. However, it is down to half its fuel. So we're going to need to send it like 20 million liters of fuel. The squids carry... How much do you carry? Yeah, 10 million. We're going to need to send, I think, both the other squids. Oh, there's one there. One there. How many spare squids do we have? 2. Okay, yeah. We have 2 spare squids. Auto route through to Subject Delta. Not Subject Delta, that's completely the wrong way. Go to Strategist. And then try and catch up with the Battler. And then when you get there, join a subfleet. Now, it's possible that it will jump away before you get the chance to do that, but we'll see. Oh, out of interest, how fast is the Battler going? 404. That's not bad. Considering it's dragging in that huge station, that's actually not a bad speed. Damn, maybe we can build bigger terraforming stations from now on. Go back to building the original greenfield. Not that we probably need more at the moment, especially with the cost. You know, how much uranium was it? Like 15,000? Yeah, we probably can't afford that. Just saying. Also, the Holy Rock. The temperature is still a bit too high. We need to go back and do some tweaking there. I'm thinking that maybe we actually just send over a terraforming station, like an honest-to-God original terraforming station. Not that we've built any, but we have recovered some. Where's our... Back now. Here we go. You're free. Now the question is, how big is an original terraforming station? You can get 2 in one cargo vessel. Nope, no terraforming there. 2 there, perfect. And then just move on to Alleywiz and unload them on the rock. Now, they'll need enough people to operate them, but we'll deal with that later. We've also managed to build another shipyard complex. This one's not going to be too big. We're going to go to maybe like just 20,000 tons. That seems reasonable for this one. And at some point, we didn't need to make use of that new drive that we've developed. But right now, I don't really want to start refitting people. They're busy. We can't afford to take them off task. So we'll see what we can come up with. One thing I'm thinking of is maybe we take some research labs and we dump them over into Hoyle just to increase the speed of our work on power and propulsion. But that's something to consider. All right, we've got 500,000 colony... Well, 500,000 colony ships, sorry. 500,000 colonists worth of colony ships just sitting now at Earth. The other 15 colony ships are just running Titan runs. I think we're actually going to start pumping up Alleywiz. Since we're investing in it and we've decided it is a colony, we should definitely start pushing the envelope a little bit. So we're going to load colonists from Earth, auto route through to Alleywiz, and then unload colonists. It's a 91-day trip one way, so it's going to take half a year just to do that one part. This is like the one time you're like, I really wish that we had like artificial jump points we could create. I mean, you know, we could do that by modding the database, but maybe that's something I'll consider for you know, run number 2 is we'll have like some more wacky stuff we can do with big, you know, industrial pushes, and we'll overcost everything. It'll be pretty cool. And then there we go, half a year round time. And that's only 500,000 colonists. I want to do a 10 million colonist run, so we're looking at doing that 19 times. And that's going to take 10 years. Yeah. Well, I guess it has to be done. And right now, Titan's kind of taken. We've got 15 ships dedicated to that. So we will run you to Alleywiz. I think that's fair. Two of those runs are going to be enough people to... Well, because a percentage used to do like finance and local industrial stuff rather than actual building stuff for me. I guess 1 million people is actually only going to work out as like 700,000. So we probably need to do 3 of those runs just to staff the spaceport we sent there. Oh, the Jagnafs times 20 are done. Oh, Group B. All right, where do we want to send you? We should probably do those maintenance factories we've talked about. So that's 7 to Subject Delta, 7 to Agent, 7 to Idril, 7 to Alleywiz. 7, 7, 7, so 28 in total. Sure. In which case, Subject Delta's like on a different line. We could do almost 21 of them by doing that route. So let us load maintenance facility. Go to Agent. Unload maintenance facility times 7. Now, it's 7 because the weight of fighters is, I think it's actually something like 9,850 tons in each of the systems, which, let's call it 10,000. Our maintenance facilities can have 1,600 tons supported. So, times that by 7, 7 times 1,000, 7 times 600. You know, you get just enough to cover 10,000 tons. We could probably do it with one less, or we could work on our tech, but at the end of the day, 21 maintenance facilities, we can take 20 at a time. We just send one colony ship to do the other one. Not colony ship, cargo ship to do the others. It's fine. So we'll unload installation. Then we'll go to Idril. And we will unload installation. And then we will go to Alleywiz. And I'm sorry about this Holy Rock, but we are going to need to unload all installations. I'm going to unload all because it saves me from having to type in 6 there. And then we'll auto route back to Sol. Earth refuel. And then we'll also have... Oh, we've got like a load sitting here, like 10 sitting here. I was meant to be doubling one of the 10s to make it a 20. Oh well, they'll be back soon. Are you busy? No. Okay. Earth, load installation, maintenance facility, run that to Alleywiz, and that will meet the criteria. And then come back to Sol. Then obviously we need to run 7 of those over to Subject Delta. But what we'll likely do for that is when one of these singles gets back, we'll just send the single to do it 7 times because it's not too far away. That is the requirement for the Colony Kit Act. Ooh, a new jump point. Ooh, interesting. Oh, I keep forgetting Calico. We need to do all this on Calico as well. That's gonna be annoying. Yeah, we'll have to think about Calico in terms of that. Does Calico have a spaceport? I don't think we gave Calico a spaceport yet, did we? No, and for good reason. Yeah, we're gonna need to send you a spaceport and main facilities. And have you got DST? You do. Okay. Fine. Doesn't even have any mines there. Okay, we have fully explored the ruins on Davit A3 and grabbed everything that's there. So we're going to head over to Davit A3. We're going to load the engineering company and we're going to take a unique fossil because we haven't actually done the digging there. Which one is it in unique fossil? 4. Why is it not listed here? 1, 2, 3, 5. Have I accidentally, like, created a weirdness where by taking the population away, it's no longer displaying here or something? Oh, no, it is. It's just, it's in amongst the moons, so I missed it. Yeah. That's why. I'm just going a derp. Unload all from Transport Bay, and then we'll head back to Sol. Now, how are we doing over in Tiergal? Have we found out what that thing does yet? No, it's just a dormant construct. All right. I want to know what it does. I want to know what dormant constructs do. I want them to show me. Righto. Also, we do need to deal with Hoyle. I keep forgetting, like, Kelliker and Hoyle up here because they're kind of these dead-end systems that, like, are useful, but they're, you know, you go in, you come out, they're cul-de-sacs, so... I keep forgetting they need stuff. I need, like, a checklist or something. I wish you could have, like, a checklist in-game. I know you say, oh, we'll just keep a checklist out of game, but, like, it would be easier if you had one in-game. That way you'd be like, oh, refer to the thing. Okay. Did it again. Subject Delta A1 is overcrowded again. Stop taking people to the orbital habitats. Please. Oh, God. Okay. The only issue is if we have a look at it, we can't set it not as a destination, so we're going to have to military restrict it, but only after we can get the people out. Very frustrating. Okay. Unable to load. Why are you unable to load? Try again. Maybe don't load subunits. Maybe that'll help. And then head over to unique fossil. Right. Now we've also produced our naval shipyard complex. So with the Borealis Shipbuilding Company. Oh, we also had Schurer International Shipbuilding, both of which are okay. I guess they're both built. I that's fine. How much does it cost to add 10,000? It doesn't say how much it costs. That's just wonderful. But it does say how long that'll take. It'll take 3 years. So there's probably not going to be that flagship anytime super soon. The flagship's probably going to need to go inside of 30,000 tonnage. That's fine. We will do a continual capacity expansion until you reach 60,000 tons. Now that will be a bit of drain of minerals. We can always pause it if we need to. This one here, I'm thinking that we maybe make something in the 10,000 ton range, because these 15,000s are going to 20,000 tons, and these 30s are probably going to stick at 30 or maybe go to like 35. So a nice 10,000 tonner. Where's the expansion to 10,000? There we go. Right. Meanwhile, got some text done. Overcrowding. Blah, blah, blah. We'll go forwards like a day and see if you can pick up that company. Why are you unable to load them? I don't get this. Because they're on board? Yeah, of course you can't load them. They're on board. What? This... Oh my god, Aurora, what are you doing? So many bugs. Anyway. Ooh, okay. So, we have just taken a load of people off of Subject Delta. Which means military restrict the colony. Stop taking people there. It's annoying. And then we can go to our ships. And, well, I guess we're going to go back to Sol, because we need to keep moving people around to Titan. Where else would we move them? Then we'll go Earth, refuel. Done. Now, I also hear from a little birdie that the environment over here is changing. It is almost completely livable. We just need that temperature to drop a bit more. Temperature is just over 40 degrees C. It does terraform incredibly quick, so the 2 terraforming installations should probably be enough. The issue is obviously that we're massively, massively undersupplied in terms of people. Actually, not as bad as I thought it would be. When the spaceport gets there, it will be. The spaceport will require another 1 million people. We only have 0.63. Currently it's saying, hey, we need 1 million, so... Could be worse. Okay. Group E of our transports is going to do 8 trips to Hoyle to take that spaceport over that's needed for the colony kit. That's going to take about 2.5 years. Well, need to bite the button or whatever. What's it called? Need to press the button or bite the bullet. Need to bite the button. There we go. I love Malaphors. They're great. Right, we're going to need to bite that button and do it anyway, so... It is done, or it is being done. The orders have been given. This is the moment of truth. We're starting work on automated mines, which cost twice as much. So this is effectively like an extra, what, 40%? A corundum requirement. If we look at our minerals, corundum has gone up. We do have a 12,000 just sitting there now, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Also, we do need to get some more boronite. 7 days until we're going to be in position to start terraforming Sleepy Zoe. That was so much faster than I thought it would be. Okay. What do you need? Just need to be a bit colder. Yeah. That's going to be beautiful. It shouldn't take you that long either. Well, especially with the 200 terraformers in orbit, right? That's quite a lot. And it's Sleepy Z terraform time. Yeah, the temperature's already down 2 degrees in only a few days. That's not bad. We also have an extra slipway just built. Yeah, we've got 2 here. Now, this is the place I'm thinking is going to produce, like, colliers and stuff, so we can move missiles around. We can also pick up some of those amazing precursor missiles and see what they're made of. The damage is only 6, but they do a pretty quick turn of, like, what's it called? Turn of speed. They're damn fast, so might be worth it. Beyond that, we're also using for moving missiles to, like, forward operating places, which is what the next episode is going to be all about. We're going to work on the Outer Defense Act, where we start militarizing Subject Delta and Agent. If we have time left, I might start to think about militarizing Sleepy Zoe, but it is a lot further away because it goes through the strategist jump point, which we've already mentioned is ridiculous distance. And it is a good position, like it's, you know, a nice military position to defend. But ultimately, I don't know if we can really make it there in time to really properly want to militarize that until there's a lot more people there. Both Agent and Subject Delta are quite close by. They're actually good locations for this, so hopefully we can get that rolling. So that'll be next episode. For now, though, I know this has been another kind of mineral-focused episode. I don't know how short this will be once I edit it down, but we have ourselves a pretty decent terraformer in Sleepy Zoe, so we should just be able to terraform the system, then terraform Tiergal, Caldi, maybe even do a little bit on Tholius, the Venusian world, if we can maybe bring that colony cost down. I don't know if we can. It might take a bit too long. But ultimately, overall, not too bad. If we have a quick look at Earth, you'll see that our corundium has gone down. Now, we do get the occasional big shipment of corundium, but it does seem to indicate that, yes, the automated mines are going to bring us down a little bit. So, worst case scenario, we stop producing automated mines and we switch back to doing our mines. We have enough colonies that can help. The automated mines will help a little bit by being able to take, minerals from asteroids, etc., where the actual availability is pretty decent and there's multiple minerals there. But at the end of the day, if we lose them, we lose them. We have people. Sol is pretty nicely buoyed up right now. The only real downside in Sol is that we can't move people and stuff quick enough. Obviously, we want to kind of bring Europa eventually up to 150 million or maybe even higher. Same for Io. Callisto, a little bit less so, but there's probably going to be about 100 million there. And this is just because we can do with the stuff that they have. And honestly, there's not a real downside to just doing a short distance hop in Sol. Go Earth, go this place. It's so close by, you're not really investing a lot of time. Whereas if we want to do, say, Sleepy Zoe, the amount of time it takes to get there and back, we could have done 10 times the things in the solar system. Maybe even 20 times the amount of stuff. So in terms of how much time do you want to invest, which is one of the reasons that we're having issues right now with the Colony Kit Act, is mostly the time investment of moving spaceports, because it takes 4 20 transports or 8 10 transport runs to get a spaceport anywhere. And I think we're going to do it, but it has kind of bottlenecked a little bit. Not too hard. It's not fully stopped us, but it has slowed down. If we hadn't had it, what we'd have done is we'd have probably just run more stuff to Titan, more corundium, more mines. The downside, though, is that we wouldn't have had the actual people. So we'd have probably built some more Macassium mines, used that to get the actual colony ships built, and we'd probably have another 10 colony ships, or we'd be finishing off 10 colony ships extra, which would help us get people to Titan, because getting people to Titan is kind of the problem right now. We're almost up to that 200 million goal that I said is probably where we're going to start thinking about leveling out. And it looks like 200 million is probably going to be the right sort of area. We're 5 million short, we're at 195. That said, I do think looking at it, we'll go a little bit over, probably 220, but beyond that, it all seems pretty stable. That is probably it for now. Next episode, we're going to work on that colony, Outer Defense Act, Collier ship. Maybe the Outer Defense Act will be done by providing them with stations or something. We'll set up little supply routes to be able to, give them stuff at the front lines. And I think that our current 2 task forces, they're showing their age, they're dated. We're going to probably position them Agent and at Subject Delta while we build some more defenses in Sol. And the next generation of military ships will be coming out in the not too distant future. One thing we are kind of wanting to wait on a little bit is a few more bits of tech. For instance, if we look at Hoyle, capacity recharge rate, that'll be done March next year. That'll be lovely. Jump drive efficiency 8. I really do want that before we work on another command ship, but that's going to take a good deal longer. That said, it is saying, hey, with a bonus of 3 times, it's going to take 4 years. Well, the bonus is almost double that because of the actual dormant construct on Hoyle. So it might only take 2 more years. So there's a possibility there that we could just build the central command jump ship a little bit after. Fuel consumption reduction, that's not going to be a huge issue. Our fuel supply issues are kind of a thing of the past. If we look at our fuel right now, we have 500 million just sitting here. I'm actually thinking that when we start replacing the engines in some of our vessels, if we have a look over at, say, let's look at the Jacknath, the classic freighter. You see that the engine here is, pretty classic, low-powered, 30% power. 5,000 ton engine. I think, honestly, we'll go to a 50% power, the maximum power you can get out of a commercial engine. Just because it'll move faster, it'll move more cargo per hour. More cargo per hour is just more cargo. Yes, it'll use like 4 times the fuel, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. We'll just get a bigger fuel tank. We can afford to now. And one of the things we'll probably want to do over the next 2 decades is increase the fuel supply that we have going on, just so that this is never an issue. A little bit more fuel supply for being able to speed up your cargo by almost, you know, almost twice the speed. Worth it. Very much so. So that'll be like a more long-term goal to replace these engines with the new one that we've developed. But until next time, I've been EnterElysium. If you want to get involved, go check out the Discord with interaction, the RP stuff, suggestions for a second series. I will also probably be putting into place like a random event soon, just because this has been one of the more passive games I've played. The enemy, the neutral empires are very distant from us, and they also are not being aggressive to us because they're busy fighting each other. We haven't seen invaders. We haven't seen swarm, despite the fact they're both turned on. And the precursors, well, we have 1 system left, but beyond that, we're kind of just at our leisure. So I'm thinking about we'll throw in like a little bit of a random event and see what happens with it. But now, I've been EnterElysium. Like, subscribe, and until next time, stay shiny.